Hello everyone and welcome back. And this will be your general weekly reading for the sign of Leo for the week of October 24th through the 30th of 2022. And I would also like to thank everyone who has given my channel a thumbs up, and a very special thank you to those of you who have subscribed. Thank you very much for doing that. It is greatly appreciated. As well as those who have left comments. Thank you again. All right, Leo. On that note, let's see what the week has in store for you. First card out, the Four of Rods. All right, so you're on good solid foundation this week. You're off to a good start. You know what you want in life. You know, you're looking at all your accomplishments. You're rewarding yourself along the way. You're quite content. You're not worried about a lot of things. You know, things that you've put effort into are starting to grow and go the way you want to. You have created a very firm foundation in your life, and you're feeling quite optimistic. Very nice. Like you are doing okay this week. You're starting off on a very good note. And the World. So you've come to some sort of decision, crossroads, finish. Maybe you've had a contract that you had to complete and you're finished with it, ahead of time. That sort of thing. You've come to the right place at the right time. You're starting over. You're going a lot farther than you thought you was even possible. And for some of you, this could be that you're thinking of also taking a trip somewhere, someplace you haven't been before and always wanted to, some sort of new adventure. But you're feeling comfortable. Wherever you go, you're comfortable with yourself, and that's very nice. And the Star card. So you stand out in a good way. You're believing in yourself. You're feeling more confident. You're moving forward. You're treating yourself better. And people are starting to notice it. It's like there's magic in the air and in believing in yourself. And when you can, when that oozes out of you, everybody sees it because everybody wants a little piece of it. And the Tower. That's all right. It's not always a bad. Sometimes we have to get that flash of insight to know what we really want in life going forward. You're realizing that the structure sound that you thought was so secure is, got some cracks in it. Whether that's in the place that you work, your relationships, your friendships, some cases even your finances. And this is your wake-up call. You're starting to realize what you need to for yourself going forward and what you're willing to do to get there. You're not afraid of it. You just got that little bit of insight and you're listening to it. So that's really good. And the Ten of Cups. So you're getting along with people. People are starting to notice you. You have a happy home, a happy life. You're getting along with your co-workers. Things are starting to go the way that you anticipated them to go. And you're starting to realize that. So you're very comfortable. Your finances are doing well. And the Ace of Cups. All right. So yeah, most definitely you're doing okay. You're feeling abundant. You're starting to enjoy yourself. For some of you, this could also be that, you have somebody who's caught your eye and you're thinking of doing a lot of sacrificing to, make that person maybe like you or appreciate you more. But you're realizing, that you have to not do that. Don't blindside yourself that you will have regrets in the future. So, but there's lots on offer for you. And the Two of Cups. So most definitely getting along with somebody. Now this could be your other half. This could be, somebody from your past coming in that you've gotten along with, But love is in the air, most definitely for you. You can count on new love, romance heating up, an old flame that you haven't seen or heard from a long time. Maybe you used to work with them or went to school with them, and you bump into them on the street and they still got that, flicker of hope that you'll choose them. And the Two of Swords. So not making any hasty decisions, picking your battles. You're almost feeling like you have an inability or refusing to make a choice in something in your life. Now, whether that's the job or the relationships, but you're, shutting down what's speaking to your heart. In the meantime, you're accepting an uneasy compromise. So you don't really want to make any decisions. You don't really want to, take the blindfolds off and see what's really coming at you. So you're just refusing to make any choices. And the Six of Swords. So thinking of moving on for some of you. Now this could be, like I said, to a different relationship for some. Moving for a job for others. Maybe you've been in a job that's gotten you nowhere this far, that sort of thing, and you've put a lot of effort into it. You're always swimming upstream, it seems. You don't seem to be making any headway. So you're looking into, moving on to calmer and quieter shores where you'll be, much more prosperous and happy with yourself and your family. And the Hierophant. So you're talking this over with somebody. Whether it's a therapist or a teacher, a good friend, aunt, uncle, siblings in some cases. Just somebody that you trust their opinions. Perhaps you're thinking of changing your whole avenue of way of living. Like your job, where you live, that sort of thing. For some of you, you're, got that bit of money saved up and now you want to go back to school to take a course in something that you've always wanted to do, a different line of work. And the Lovers. So you're making some sort of commitment this week, something that's very passionate to you, whether that's a person or a career or a position, but you're trying to make that decision. You're going to do that this week. You're going to have to ask yourself, what do I most care about? What changes am I willing to make myself happier? And the Five of Rods. So feeling like there's some sort of competition, whether there is or isn't. You're worried about it, whether you're going to be the one who gets picked or, stands out the most in this situation. So... And the Queen of Pentacles. So Earth sign, Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn. They're very good with their finances. This is could be you watching over your finances, following your intuitions this week, maybe making some good investments, that will grow in the future. Maybe you're talking to somebody that can advise you in different ways to help your finances grow in the future. And the Six of Cups. So nostalgia, looking back at a few things in your life. We all do. Wondering if perhaps I should have done this a little bit sooner, or maybe if I would have done that sort of attitude. And for some of you, you're just remembering where you grew up and thinking of perhaps taking a trip back, having a look. Maybe you've got some old friends or relatives back there that you haven't seen or talked to for a while. You're just looking at things in different glasses. And the Two of Rods. So standing on good solid foundation. You got the whole world in your hands and you're looking out wondering, which way do I cast my line? What do I do now? How will it affect me in the future? Nothing's wrong, but nothing's right either. So you're just, stepping back, closing yourself off a little bit, You've got to make a big decision here in your life. And perhaps it's not what you really want to do. It's going against what your thoughts and your heart's saying, but you might have to do it in order to make the future what you want in the long haul. And the King of Wands. So again, this could be yourself, your other half, a good friend, Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius. They're very action orientated. They try not to jump around and not have follow through, but they're very good for motivating others and having, if they decide to do something, it's all or nothing. So they put their best foot forward and they try to, make sure that they have all the tools and the equipment, and so that it can turn out for what they want it to. All right, I am shuffling. I'm going to pick you an Angel Oracle card. You're learning to leave your ego at the door and accept the possibilities of what may come in the future. All right. Your desired outcome will occur in the very near future. Have patience and faith, and don't try to force it to happen. Well, there you go. So it looks like you're moving forward and onward, Leo. And on that note, I will say goodbye for now, and I will talk to you again next week. Until then, stay safe, stay healthy, and bye for now.